Hello everyone, welcome to Kingdom Pythons. Come on in and let me show you the lab.
We're about to interview, Mary's here with me, there you go. We're about to do an interview with the USARK and kind of ask them about the Lacey bill and all that's going on. So let's get to it. Hey everyone, we're here with Gillian from USARK. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and a little bit of just basic information. So what got you into USARK?
I have actually kept reptiles since I was in high school. I started keeping ball pythons when I was 14 years old. When I decided to go to college, I came out here to UTA because of the herpetology program, and some of the professors over there, including the dean of biology when I went, were published herpetologists. And when I came down here, I found this whole community that I wasn't really aware existed because I grew up in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And there's the shows and there's all this. And the very first show I ever came to, there was a USARK booth. At the time, we had a different president and everything, but I found out that there are constantly laws and different bans and things that they're trying to pass to take these animals away from us. So I started volunteering with them when Phil became president in, I believe, 2012. And I've been coming to the shows and helping with them ever since.
All right. So is there any information you can give us on the Lacey bill and kind of the fears behind all of it, and just any basic information you can give us?
Okay, so yeah, the current two big fears with what they're trying to do with the Lacey Act, the first one is that the Secretary of Interior, this one man or woman, would have all the power to emergency list animals as injurious without any kind of public comment, any kind of background, any kind of education on those animals. He could just be like, this animal is a no-go, can't have it. And he could do that literally overnight, and there'd be nothing we could do about it except fight it afterwards. The second major problem is the Lacey Act currently operates on a blacklist, meaning that everything on the list is a no-go, anything not on the list is absolutely okay. They're trying to change it to a white list, which is the absolute opposite. Only the animals on the white list will be okay. Everything else will be considered illegal, and it will be a federal crime to take your ball python across state lines to visit a vet. That's what the major problem is. It literally makes it a federal crime to take these animals across state lines. And what that means long-term for the hobby is it's a ban without being a ban. Because when you limit these animals to one state, because it's not just reptiles they're trying to do it with, it is small mammals, even ferrets and certain species of rabbit wouldn't be they'd be considered exotic. And when you have something like that, it's a ban. because what they're going to do is it's going to cause a problem with the customer base, especially for people who breed large constrictors, large monitor lizards, stuff like that. Their customer base is going to shrink drastically. We saw it the last time the Lacey Act came around with the big constrictors. It is very hard when you don't have any kind of shipping or exporting, because I know many of these big breeders, they export hundreds of thousands of dollars of animals to Europe, to Japan. That's all gone overnight. The second big problem will be genetic bottlenecking, and it will occur in reptiles slower than it will with the small mammals, but it will occur. We will end up with unviable populations. We won't be able to breed these animals anymore. So it's a way to ban them without banning them. That's why it's so scary.
And a follow-up question on that, do you think not being able to transport our animals across borders, do you think that's gonna do you think that could possibly increase the number of animals being released by owners because they just simply don't have enough room to get rid of them?
So the release thing is, I've really never seen them personally catch an animal and be like, this was released by a pet owner. Like Florida, for example, most of those snakes they pull out of the Everglades are genetically similar animals, meaning they all came from one source, which was Hurricane Andrew destroying facilities in 1991. Those animals are genetically related. If they were released by various pet owners, they wouldn't be genetically related animals. They'd be completely different. So that's really not something that happened. That's a scare tactic that PETA and HSUS use to make people fear us and the animals we keep, that we're just irresponsible and release them. And that's not what happens. What will happen though is these animals will die. People will not be able to afford to care for them, especially the big breeders who have, 500 animals. They're not making money. They can't sell. Their customer base is gone. Some of their animals have gotten old, unviable. The animals will have to be euthanized. And PETA doesn't care if they're euthanized. HSUS doesn't care if they're euthanized. The federal government doesn't care if they're euthanized. That is what will end up happening.
And then Mary, your question?
What could we as high schoolers do to help protect these animals?
You can write your senators. That is the best thing you can do. Make sure your voice is heard. Make sure your friends, your parents, anybody who even has, like I said, a ferret, a rabbit, a dwarf hamster. These are the type of innocuous animals that people don't realize are being targeted with this. Just, you can write, you can call. If you go on USARK's website, there is a website where you can get your senators, and you can call and leave them messages. You can send them emails, and we even have a sample letter. So just in case somebody doesn't even know what to say, you can just use that sample letter and send that sample letter out and just get your voice heard, that this is not okay. And it's not okay for a lot of reasons. Beyond the impact on our hobby, the impact from the government, they paper-clipped this amendment into a 3,000-page bill that had nothing to do with animals. That 3,000-page bill is supposed to be a COVID relief bill for us, for the people, and they're paper clipping and hiding stuff in it. So it is a problem even beyond what has actually been added. Just the actual practice should worry people and should make people want to contact their senators, let them know this isn't okay.
And then any closing words for future breeders, owners, just something for our younger generation to hear?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, I got my first snake when I was 14. I went to my first show at 18. I will be 32 this year. And this is what I will do forever. You can do this. Like, if this is what you want and you take good care of your animals, you have quality animals, and you support the community supports you back. There are a myriad of people here who this is all they do. Their livelihood is these animals. And if that's what you want, you can have that too. You just got to show up, support the community, and just love your animals. And we're all in this together.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Hi, my name is Mary, and today I'll be interviewing Justin. So, how did you guys start breeding and stuff?
So as a kid, I loved snakes and just loved everything about them. And then when I was in high school and college, I started just thinking, how cool would it be to hatch some baby snakes out of eggs? I thought that'd be really a fun project. And that guy got started, and I just kept doing it the rest of my life so far. It's been an amazing thing.
thinking. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
What's your favorite snowflakes then?
So we have a snake over here called the Desert Ghost Exanthic Clown. It is just black and white, beautiful contrast. We're always trying to stack these genes to make really, really new and interesting combinations. That's kind of what it's all about for us.
And if you had any like advice or words of encouragement for like high schoolers or students who are starting off with like snakes and breeding and stuff?
Sure. I think just enjoy it, you know, and learn what you can. Let your curiosity kind of guide you as you find problems and try to fix them. And I mean, it's kind of complicated when it comes to all the genetics and stuff, but you don't have to understand anything about it. It's a learning experience. So just have fun with it. That's how it all starts.
Hey guys, I'm here with Joe from
JSA Reptiles.
and we're just gonna ask him some basic information. So what got you started with breeding?
Just the love of reptiles, I guess, in general. It's been a lifelong dream, you know, lifelong thing since I was a little kid, catching garter snakes, you know, turtles, frogs, all that kind of stuff.
So what do you think is your favorite genetic combination that you've been able to put together so far?
So far, I mean, it's really hard to pick because it changes yearly. You're always shooting for one specific thing, and sometimes you might not hit it, but then you hit something that's even better that you didn't necessarily expect to be that nice. We work a lot with clowns and pieds, just trying to get it all tied together in the best combinations.
Yeah. Do you have any information for younger breeders or the younger generation of genetic producers or breeders or owners even? Or just someone who's interested in the hobby? Any information you want to give them or any advice?
Just to take it slow and, you know, put the time and effort into learning, you know, what they need. You know, reach out to any one of us. Are always happy. Other breeders, you know, friends of ours that we all kind of breed snakes. It's we're happy to help. You know, take it slow. You know, it can steamroll real fast. Stay within your budget. That's a big thing. Because usually, if it becomes too much work, then you lose interest, you know. So just take it slow and make sure you're picking an animal that you really like and love, because you got to look at it every day, you got to clean it every day.
Yeah.
So if you don't, you start to lose interest.
Yeah. All right, let's do one funny question to end this off.
Yep.
What do you think's the funniest or weirdest name you could give to a snake?
Funniest or weirdest name you could give to a snake?
Yes.
Genetically, or just a personal name?
Just anything.
So friends of ours that had 3 or 4 kids at the time, all young ages. We had our very first clutch, and it was seven babies, and we let the kids name them, and it was Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, Pierre, and Hergermischnerd. So that's the best part about it. We actually name all of our snakes that we keep because of my niece and nephew. When they were young, they all had to have names, so it makes it more personable. You know, you don't put a serial number on them.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we always have fun. My wife and I, we take, you know, like our favorite musicians, our favorite sports athletes, our anything, just anything that's coming up at the time that you produce it. It makes it a lot more fun.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, and it was wonderful to talk to you. Is there any way we could find you on social media, online?
Yeah, just on JSA Reptiles on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, please reach out if you have any questions.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
about a month since we attended NARBC, and within that month, not only have we had one of our females lay eggs, but we wanted to give you an update on the beautiful and curious boy that we got from JSA Reptiles. Now, JSA Reptiles, if you guys have managed to stumble across this lovely video, we wanted to update you that he's doing great. His name is Elron, and everybody loves him. Such a calm, docile snake. Great eater too. So we're super excited to have him in the collection. And if you all want to meet the rest of our collection, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and then go check out our other videos where you'll meet the wonderful ladies, the beautiful men, and of course, the lovely children, including Elron. And you'll get to know about Smeagol and who might be related to him in our collection. Also, you'll be able to see why we use these little tags on our bins. So, hope you guys enjoyed today. I know we did. And we'll see you in the next video. Kingdom Pythons out.